Hello, thanks for clicking in. I'm Seren the Healer, and your guides told mine that you would be here. So I know that there's a lot of good here for you. And I'm wanting it to be the first of a series of 12 where I go in and I do a vibe check for the zodiac season. So if you find this helpful and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, comment, all the things, because that really goes a long way to encourage me and help me know that it's helping you and that you appreciate what I'm doing here. It's a lot of energy going out. So I need a little bit coming back in. So I'm going to tap in and cover the general season information, and then I'm going to do an energy scape, which is what I'm calling the energies of the human design gates that the sun is going to cross through during Aries season. Then I'm going to give you some very important information about how your not self can get triggered in these energies. I'm going to give you a few crystal recommendations, and then for the most important part, I'm going to do some energy work intentions. So, a Reiki moment that is focused on the energy that is going to be most beneficial for everyone watching this video. Not just people with their sun in Aries, but everyone during Aries season and everyone who I send this video to during your map process because of something that I found in your chart. So my goal is to give you a glimpse into my journal of all of the important things that I look at the start of a new constellation, a new zodiac season, so that you can understand how to fold all of the information in your human design chart into your regular everyday life. If you have not gotten your human design chart read for you, I would love to do a chart study. Just go on over to my website and check it out. Um, and if you're local or you know you're going to be in the Manhattan Beach area, it could be beneficial to go on ahead and schedule your personal vibe check, where I go in and I do a full assessment of your energy and draft up a plan for how to help you to balance it and to govern it. As always, network members get discounts on my services, so that will include your vibe check and your human design chart study. If you're not a member, check out a link to the network on my website to get access to those benefits, as well as a whole community of ladies who are learning about their gifts, their guides, and their spirituality all together at the same time, as well as a thriving community of powerful women all over the earth who have come together to learn and grow spiritually. I want to apologize for my camera bouncing around. I've got it on one of those gooseneck stands, and I've got another one coming soon, so hopefully the next one won't be so bouncy. I'm gonna do my best to be still for you guys so you can keep up. All right, so we are starting with Aries season. So Aries is our cardinal fire. So what that means is it is the beginning of a season. It is the beginning of an earth season, not just a star season. So when I say season here, I'm talking about a constellation season, a star season. All right, this is Aries, the ram. Aries is ruled by Mars. So this month, the moon will be new energy, because it is fire energy, the Aries star season takes us on a tour of our heart, will, ego center. So it is willpower energy. So what I want to look at first is our energy scape for the star season of Aries. And I have divided the energy scape into scenes. And each scene is approximately 5 days or so. Hit me up or your closest human design specialist or app to find out exactly which dates, because it changes a little bit each year. Okay, so because the human design calendar doesn't line up exactly with our traditional calendar, so we're not in each line for a full day. It actually the sun moves a little bit faster than that through the gates. So we're going to look at scene 1. It looks like projected love energy. So projected love energy, I am translating that as confidence. So for these 5 days or so, the sun is in Aries. It's not just for people whose natal sun is in Aries. Everybody will be affected by this Aries season energy, and it gives you a sense of confidence, maybe in your work environment, maybe in your home environment. You're just gonna feel like getting out more. A lot of that is gonna hopefully be due to the weather here in LA. We're still expecting a lot more flooding and torrential drenches and what have you. But with the onset of spring, hopefully we'll be able to get out and see all the beautiful scenery and plants and flowers that all of that lovely rain has brought in for us. We're gonna move on to scene 2. All right, so that is when that confidence is going to increase into competition. Wanting to be the best, wanting to be first, wanting to be the strongest, wanting to outdo someone, right? That's where that energy is going to come into play, and you're going to see it a lot in your work environment, in your home environment, out in the world. It's going to affect every level of energy, all right? And then we move into scene 3. For about 5 days. And that is going to be manifested and this scene lasts a little bit longer because there's a couple of gates that are going to contribute to that manifested will energy, but this is energy where a lot of promises are going to be made. So it's signing on to contracts, it's making agreements, it's making plans about all of that, you know, bravado that came in and said, hey, we are the best, we know what we're doing, we should have this account, or we should be this manager, or, you know, we should be in charge of this. Now it's time to set up proposals and make agreements around what you have said that you know, can do. Now it's time to, you know, set some intentions to actually do it. And then that moves us into scene 4, which is projected will energy. And this scene, I am translating it as a phrase that I use conversationally. It's when you put 100 on 10. So that's it's a little bit of an exaggeration or a manipulation of energy, because the competition was heavy, because you have that fear of someone else coming in and saying that they can do better, or that they have more to offer, or that they've got, you know, more resources, or that they've got more people on their team, or, you know, that kind of thing. And so you start to kind of venture or veer into the realm of, you know, exaggeration in order to try and make sure that it's you that gets this opportunity. All right, and then our last scene of Aries season is going to look like generated energy. And we know that our generated energy is work, life force, sexual energy. It's the energy to create and to get things done. So I am going to call that chi, just to save space and time. And what that is it's the energy to keep the promises made. Right? So if you are on a team, you're working with a group of people, then this is when the generators are going to have the energy to contribute to this project that we have, you know, promised that we can deliver on. All right. So there's lots of ways that this can play out for you personally. There's lots of ways that this can affect you personally. This is just a general, you know, how it's going to show up in the world reading or report. But if you want to get more specific, you want to know about your own chart, you want to know about where you're defined and where you're undefined. So your undefined centers, the undefined energies, are going to be what we look at for our not self check. All right, so your not self is going to be triggered by things that make you feel like you have something to prove. So it's important to know if you are ego defined. All right, because those who are ego defined are actually going to they're the ones that are going to benefit from making promises and then being able to turn around and deliver on those promises. That's going to increase and boost their self-confidence and their self-esteem, and they're going to have that willpower to back that up and keep things going, right? All of the competitive talk and the you know, the bravado, right? But somebody who is open or undefined in the ego will center, that having to prove, that competitive energy is going to be a possible realm for you to get an energetic injury from going out there and trying to compete with somebody who is ego defined, from trying to go at this from a place where you do not have the energy to continue it and keep it going. All right, that's not where you want to be. You don't want to get into an energetic debt or an energy deficit. So it's important to know if your heart, will, ego center is defined. That's one of my things that I do. I love doing chart studies, you guys. That's one of my favorite things to do for people, to help you out so that you understand how to dedicate your energy, what your energy is best focused on. All right. So next I want to look at some symptoms of resistance to the energy. And those could look like anything to do with the head, because Aries rules the head. So it could be headaches. And I feel like headaches are on the list of, you know, literally everything. Everything can give you a headache, right? But more specifically, jaw pain. It could be, I got something about sinus pressure when I was studying this and meditating on the energy for this season, but this actually could be related to like seasonal allergy kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna put this on here, but just know this one might be a little different. It might not affect as many people as the other things, or, you know, in this way. Also, pain at or behind the right eye. Which could fall into headache category, but I wanted to be a little bit more specific than just headache, because like I said, that feels like a very general I don't know, junk drawer symptom that affects everything. It could also escalate into pain throughout the entire right side of the body. Being resistant to this cardinal fire energy coming in you and through you, into your energy field and through your energy field in the way that it wants to. It could feel like somebody is trying to control you and force you to do things, or trying to stop you from doing something that you want to do. And your body can start to develop symptoms around that to indicate that something is not right. Oops. I think that's supposed to be an eye. Come on, pen. Indigestion. Did I spell that right, you guys? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So, that's it. That's all I've got for the resistance symptoms. All right. So for Aries season resistant symptoms, it's likely to be a lot of stuff that affects the head, the chest, the right side of the body. All right. I wanted to look at some crystal recommendations. Or I wanted to give you some crystal recommendations, rather. And for Aries season this year, I would say we want to look into creating an Earth Star Stone. If you want to know more about that, message me or drop something in the comments. Red jasper I love, because it is a good energizing stone, but it's also very grounding. You're gonna need something to program for grounding, something for confidence and protection, or like self-esteem type protection, and something for specific intents that you want to manifest with this generated, chi energy that comes in after the manifested will energy. You're going to want to have something that you have set as a rock solid crystalline intent that you can devote that energy towards. And for that, I chose either a black tourmaline. You guys know this is one of my favorite crystals. I probably list it with every list of crystals. I just feel like it cleans up any outside interference energies that could affect what you're trying to do. And the lapis, I don't actually know how to pronounce this, so I'm just gonna write this one down. You guys know, the pretty blue one. Okay, so these working together, you want to program them to create a rounding, a protected, and a intentional self-esteem. Type of energy to carry with you. I did not type that. Come on, pen. I am not a pro with this Apple Pencil yet, as you guys can tell. Maybe one day. I'll practice. All right, so that brings us to our last section for this video, which is our healing intentions. And this is something that I have been doing behind the scenes for my clients, and I decided that I wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys here so you are aware of what I've been doing behind the scenes for you. I'm going to create a visual representation of the energy intentions that I set and that I send when I do a healing. All right, so you guys can either watch or meditate and follow along, because I'm going to add the Reiki during this part of the video. All right, so if you want to wait and come back and do the Reiki, then check the timestamp now, because this is where the healing portion will begin. All right, so I'm going to begin by drawing my glyph that represents you and your body. I usually like to try not to lift my pen when I draw the outline, but because I'm not used to the Apple Pencil, I'm having to be a little bit more delicate. All right, and now we're going to add in the main chakras that I'm going to work with today. Now we're going to go in and clear anything in the auric field. That is unwanted and that we don't want to stay. And now we're going to seal with a protective layer around. I'm realizing I didn't leave myself enough space. All right. Now that we've created a seal, next we're going to include our environment. So these lines will represent our awareness of our environment. And these down here are the roots that ground. Ground us down into the earth. So that anything, anyone who enters into our environment they are allowed to come and go, and our safety and our energy is unaltered. Now we are going to take a moment and focus on opening up to receive light and healing from our highest source. Opening, opening to receive from that highest source. We are rooted feel the charge of beautiful, cleansed energy in our Earth Star. And we are open to receive healing light coming down, filling the crown chakra with healing light and love. Feel it flowing in with each breath. It begins to glow and overflow. Bathing all the chakras, all the space inside the aura with beautiful, cleansed, healing, powerful light. So much that the overflow is healing to the environment. So much so that anyone who enters into the environment has access to that healing light, that healing energy, that overflow spilling out because you've been filled, you've been sealed, you've been affected by powerful healing changes. Everything in your awareness and everything beyond your awareness has a beautiful effect on you. Thank you for clicking in today. In the next video, I'm going to go through and pull cards for each of the different aura types. And I'm going to be posting those over the next few days. So check back if you want a little bit more insight about how to apply the energy, how to expect it to affect you. And I will look forward to seeing you then. Bye now.